This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It's a Monday morning. It is time for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Yours truly, Abdul Ali, rocking with you. I hope you all had a wonderful and amazing Father's Day for the fathers that are out there in the world listening to the Urban Conservative. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. And thank you so much for rocking with us here each and every Monday through Friday for Top of the Morning. And then each and every Monday night at 8 p.m. for the Urban Conservative Podcast. If you haven't done so already, the website we need you to go to, aliforcongress.com, ALIFOR, Congress.com. Support yours truly in my run for U.S. House District 12. We are running to make this district great again, to support upward economic mobility, improve education, and prioritize the safety of the 12 congressional districts. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind supporting yours truly by going to ALIFOR, Congress.com. And then to support what we do here at the Urban Conservative, tuconservative.com. You can grab yourself a mug, a t-shirt, grab yourself a Hamilton plan if you're a small business. We'd appreciate you supporting. We can help you reach thousands of customers each and every month. Active folks. And of course, our mission is to share conservatism to urban communities. I got to give a big shout out to the Juneteenth Festival of the Carolinas. I had an opportunity to go out and kick it down at the Juneteenth Festival of the Carolinas. If there was ever, and I say this to my conservative friends all the time, if there was ever a holiday that belongs to conservatives, that belongs to Republicans, that we should take full ownership of as it relates to a political holiday, it would happen to be Juneteenth, in my opinion. I think Juneteenth is a great opportunity for conservatives to bridge that gap with minority communities and Black voters, to talk about how Republicans actually fought and that we have a proud history of fighting for freedom. So shouts out to the Juneteenth Festival of the Carolinas, a great opportunity to get out, talk to voters. You would not be surprised at the reception. There's a lot of discontent out there, even among Democrats, against the Democrat Party. So there you have that. Now, I know a lot of y'all. I've had the opportunity on several occasions now to meet Byron Donalds. I won't say that we're friends, but I've had the opportunity to meet him. I'm quite sure if he sees me in passing, he'll know who I am. But I think the young man is doing a great job representing his district in Florida. He calls it like it is. He took every opportunity during the hearings on Hunter Biden to take it directly to the left and putting facts out there. You know, he has a former banking background. But last week, he made a statement talking about how families were together during Jim Crow. Now, let's be clear, because I'm running for Congress too. And I had to cut the music on this one because they're going to say what they said about Byron Donalds, which is you're saying that Black people were better off during Jim Crow. And that's not what the man said. What he basically said, and the truth of the matter is that even though Jim Crow was in full effect mode, the Black family was intact. And that, folks, is not up for debate. The number of Black children, over 90%, even in the white community, were born into family households. That's what he said. So now, because Byron Donalds is one of the people in the mix for vice president, the media has gone ape crap. You've got Hakeem Jeffries, who by far gave one of the cringiest House speeches. Bro, you're not hood like that. Talking about check yourself before you wreck yourself, bro. You didn't even have the right rhythm to say that. We know that's not you. But Byron Donalds had to address directly what's going on with the media, talking about what he said. Al Sharpton saying, how dare you? Hakeem Jeffries coming at him. Joy Reid coming at him. Everybody coming at Byron Donalds. So he addressed it directly. Listen to what he had to say.
America, Joe Biden's campaign is lying to you once again, and they're gaslighting. Now they're trying to say that I said black people were doing better under Jim Crow. I never said that. They are lying. But why would you be surprised? Because they always lie. This is the same Joe Biden that said, if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black. The man is a liar. Sorry, just call it what it is. What I said is that you had more black families under Jim Crow. And it was the Democrat policies under HEW, under the welfare state, that did help to destroy the black family. That's what I said. And I also said you're seeing a reinvigoration of black families today in America. And that is a good thing. So don't listen to the lies from the Biden administration.
There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, straight from the horse's mouth, the man said what he said. Don't listen to the lies from the Biden administration. The fact of the matter is what it is. Families were intact under Jim Crow. Byron Donald's taking it directly to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to talk a little, y'all talking about Biden, man. Your dude is the worst. We'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. Y'all don't go nowhere.
Doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
Country illegally cast a ballot. It takes the power of your vote away. Visit onlycitizens.vote to find out how you can contact your legislature and get them to pass a citizens-only voting amendment. Again, visit onlycitizens.vote and defend your right to vote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back. You're rocking here with the Dual Ali. It's Top of the Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you're rocking with us on a Monday, each and every Monday through Friday right here for Top of the Morning on the Urban Conservative. I think this needs to go without saying, folks. I think this needs to go without saying that Joe Biden is by far the worst president in the history of our country. Okay? Now, I can't, if you're telling me, right, and I have friends that are Democrats, but if you're telling me that this guy right here is in good shape, how do you make the suggestion that this guy is okay? That is by far the worst possible picture of it's almost leaves you speechless, ladies and gentlemen, to see how weak and feeble Joe Biden is. And at this point, it's absolutely terrifying. It's wrong what they're doing to this senior citizen. It's absolutely wrong. Look at how Obama has to kind of comfort him, let him know everything's okay. He has to shuffle off the stage. We saw him last week freezing up. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not the picture of somebody who is in good cognitive condition. That is a very scary thing. He's waving. He doesn't know what to do. He's going to freeze up on stage. Barack's going to have to grab him. Look at that. He's stuck solid. It's time to walk off stage. I'm about to go. You see Barack's giving him the left energy. I'm about to walk off stage. All right, Joe, let's go. You see how he grabs his hand? That's absolutely terrifying, folks. Think about what that says about what our country is projecting as far as our national strength when you have a president like that. Okay? Think, what does that say about the strength our country projects? Look at this guy. Attention span short. They're going to make the claim he was talking to the troops over there, but there's a troop that landed just in front of him. Look, she had to point his attention away. This guy is not there. Look at his face. He is not all there, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely sad. This is absolutely sad. I feel bad for him. You should feel bad for this guy. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out, when I say Joe Biden's the absolute worst, right? I want you to think about the type of person that supports Joe Biden, okay? I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about why Joe Biden stayed in the basement. Let me point this out to y'all real quick. So last week, Kamala Harris comes to Charlotte. Myself and a bunch of folks, shouts out to everybody that came out to go air finger quote, welcome Kamala to Charlotte. We're standing outside holding our Kamala Harris low performance, failure to complete her promises. You know, we got our signs out. And as we're standing there, somebody yells out, "I love Biden. He paid my student loan." I want you to think about that. I'm debt free because Biden paid my student loan. This is what somebody yells out to us. African-American female yells out to us. And I'm like, you're welcome, because Joe Biden didn't pay anything. But that is the mentality of the people that are excited about, vote for, and support Joe Biden. Listen, I want y'all to listen to what this lady says. Just listen to this and tell me what your takeaway from
I
this
heard
is.
you like ice cream.
Yeah. I love ice cream.
I would love one day to be able to have you try some of my ice cream.
I'm the dullest president in America. I'm known for my Ray-Ban sunglasses and chocolate chip ice cream.
All right.
How's business?
It's great. It's really good. I got a lot of opportunities as far as grants and stuff this year.
If business is good, you don't need grants. Not business is good. I was able to get a low interest business loan. Not business is good. We shattered our expected sales. Not business is good. We've expanded our operation. Business is good because we got free taxpayer money. Okay? Free taxpayer money. But in the meanwhile, right? In the meantime, this is Joe Biden's America. Ladies and gentlemen, as shared by our next Attorney General for the state of North Carolina, every week now, sometimes multiple times a week, the new normal thanks to the Biden Democrat recklessness. And Roy Cooper says he'll veto HB 10 so that this beauty won't be turned over to ICE, but rather turned loose on our streets again. Look at this. Gaston County Police Fast Team arrest man wanted for felony. You see it on your screen. Gaston County, June 14th, the Gaston County Police Department's fugitive apprehension and suspect tracking, aka Fast Team, arrested an international fugitive last week. Elvis Cabrera Martinez of Honduras was wanted by Interpol for felony child R-word. On Sunday the 2nd, he was located by an alert Fast Team member when the officer conducted a traffic stop on him in the area of West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, somewhere I frequently have been through. Through an investigation into Martinez's identity, the officer was able to determine he was a wanted fugitive. He was arrested without incidents and held at the Gaston County Jail, pending extradition back to Honduras. The International Criminal Police Organization, commonly known as Interpol, facilitates worldwide police cooperation and investigative support. The Gaston County Police Fast Team is dedicated to cooperating with local, state, and federal international partner agencies, blah, blah, blah. But you have someone in our country illegally, okay? You have someone in our country illegally, this piece of work, and let the Biden administration have it back out on the streets, back out on American streets. Okay? Back out on American streets. This is the Democrat Party of today. This is Joe Biden of today. Listen to this sheriff and what he has to say about illegal immigrants impacting his community.
To now direct these comments to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and to every member in both chambers of Congress. We are 1,800 miles away here in Harford County. We are 1,800 miles away from the southern border, and the American citizens are not safe because of failed immigration policy.
1,800 miles, folks. This is not a matter of things that do not impact every single county, every single city, every single city in each and every state, major city is impacted by the southern border and the crime that these illegals are doing. Not that we don't have crime issues of our own, but let's exacerbate it with that. So there you have it, folks. Joe Biden, absolute worst. His immigration policy, the absolute worst. Keeping our streets less safe than they otherwise would be without having these illegals on our streets. Ladies and gentlemen, you're rocking here on Top of the Morning on the Urban Conservative. Y'all don't go nowhere here. We're going to talk about this coffee union thing. We'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. Country illegally cast a ballot. It takes the power of your vote away.
Visit onlycitizens.vote to find out how you can contact your legislature and get them to pass a citizens-only voting amendment. Again, visit onlycitizens.vote and defend your right to vote.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back here on top of the morning. You know, we are coffee people around here, you know, the hardcore coffee people around these parts. And I've never tried OCF coffee. I've never had OCF coffee. Apparently, this is very, very popular in Philadelphia, OCF OCF Coffee House. Well, here's an interesting thing. There was a controversy over the abrupt closure of 3 OCF coffee house shops in Philly. Okay, OCF has been open in Philly neighborhoods for 13 years. On Tuesday, last Tuesday, more than 30 employees of the coffee house are out of work after an abrupt closure. Some say it's because just 1 week earlier, they announced their intention to unionize and join Workers United Local 80. We wanted better pay and stability and part-time health benefits, not only full-time, said former employee Stephanie Slaughter. In a letter to employees and patrons, the owner of OCF Coffee House, Ori Faybush, said rising costs and reduced sales led to the decision to close all 3. So y'all geniuses don't realize how business actually works, okay? Y'all are so smart. You got out here. Okay, you're organized, you're unionized, and you messed up your own job because now you don't have a job. All right, let's take a listen to this.
Ori, you can't hide. We all see your greedy side.
Former employees of OCF Coffee House rallied outside of the now.
Come on, bro. Just look at this group of people. Yo, you're asking them for a job, but you're calling them greedy.
Closed Fairmount Cafe on Tuesday.
We've been paid really bad wages, and this was our attempt.
You, ma'am, sir, individual, person, you pour coffee for a living. I'm not belittling the fact that you pour coffee for a living, but how much money, okay? How much money do you think you should be paid to pour coffee? Is the question. I'm just curious. How much money?
To get better wages and make the place that we love better.
The coffee shops are owned by OCF Realty. The real estate brokerage announced the closures to employees in an email which included 2 other locations in South Philly. Workers like Alex Simpson say they were shocked.
I am pretty crushed, especially when it's such a blatant response to our union process. This comes a week after we publicly announced our union.
Of course it does. Do you not realize this? Tell me you don't know anything about business without telling me you don't know anything about business. The man cited rising cost. Y'all now want $15 an hour. So if you got 3 people working at $15 an hour, right, and you're only selling $25 an hour worth of coffee, how do you justify he's supposed to go in the whole $50 an hour to pay you? I mean, this is absolutely bonkers, but this is the woke left. These are the people. I mean, look at them. Look at them. I mean, and look, it's not about your physical appearance so much as it tells me what your ideology is. Okay? It tells me what your ideology is. This doesn't look logical. You're not paying us enough. We want more hours. We want benefits. Hey, I can't afford to do that. You're lucky I'm giving you what I'm giving you. I'm not really doing what I want to do and making money here, so we can shut this down. And that's exactly what the company owner had the absolute right to do, and what any person in a capitalist society would do. If I'm not in this just for you. I mean, unfortunately, that's the reality of capitalism. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You go woke, you go broke, no coffee for you. You've been rocking out here on top of the morning on the Urban Conservative, the best morning show on the internet. As always, for my twin brother, Raheem Architect Soto, I am Abdul Ali. We'll catch y'all tomorrow morning and tonight for the Urban Conservative podcast, Once again, y'all have a positive and productive rest of your Monday. Peace and love, and thanks for rocking out with us here on the Urban Conservative.